What's going on? It's your boy Matrix D with Commanders Talk. Once again, please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let's get right into it. Brandon Aiyuk. Oh, man. What are they going to do with him? What the 49ers are going to do with him, man? I don't really care. You know, he's with the 49ers. It's fun watching his stuff. I think when he goes to any other team, he'll be fine. I think he'll stop going on Instagram and all that stupid stuff, you know, he's doing. I think he's just making a spectacle, hoping they'll release him. If you are opposed to signing him, you would be pissed if he just signed, for example, with a team like Dallas. He'd be the third wide receiver in Dallas. Here, he'd be damn near the number one receiver. But, you know, a team like Dallas or the Bengals, he'd be like the third receiver. Even if in his prime, he'd be it. That's the difference in wide receivers. Here, he'd be the number one damn near starter. In the team like Dallas or the Bengals, some other teams, in his prime, he'd be the third place receiver. He'd be the third receiver on the team. You know, that's just how it is. There's levels to this stuff, you know? Come on now. So, yeah, I mean, like, if he went to a team and he caught a 60-yard touchdown and he shut his mouth, you know, I wonder what the media would say here. They would say nothing because they're stupid. They would say nothing. Yeah, they would look stupid and say stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? He goes somewhere else and catches a 60-yard touchdown and keeps his mouth shut, gets off Instagram, and they're paying him $3 million a year. Oh my God. You know, what is the media going to say here? You know, well, we have nobody. That's the answer. We have nobody. You can't have it as so if Terry McLaurin goes down, it's preseason receiving core again. You can't have that. You can't have that this season. You can't have, you know, the defense is going to be 20th. You can't have the offense and one receiver goes down. It feels like the fourth game of the preseason. You know, that's what it will feel like if Terry McLaurin goes down. Just one receiver who's 30. So you don't want that. That's why you need somebody. You know, we can help. Hopefully somebody emerges, but maybe nobody emerges. You know, you're gambling. You know, so that's another reason. You know. So Diggs and Debo are free agents, but nobody wants them. It's kind of crazy. I saw a video of Diggs working out, but seems like the Commanders and other teams, if you listen to Adam Schefter, are interested possibly in Brandon Aiyuk, which tells me he's not a bum. You know, there's a lot of people want to, I guess the 49ers fans want you to be like, you know, he's a bum, and then we're going to keep him though, because he's a bum and we're going to teach him a lesson. But, you know, he's pretty good, you know, that's obvious. So, you know, I don't really care about any offseason stuff. I just care about what he does on the field. I could care less about any kind of Instagram. You don't like it, don't watch it. I don't care about any of that. I just care that we need an eventual number 2 wide receiver by probably the middle of the season. We'll definitely need a number 2 wide receiver. And the thing is, I would think when he comes here, he'll probably be the 4th or 5th. I would be shocked if he's the number 2 wide receiver. That would be bad for the other receivers on the team, you know. But if he's the number 4 or 5 coming in and he works his way up by week, you know, 4 or 5, I think when they play the 49ers, you know, they'll really need him, you know. Everything else is off-season bull crap. Nobody cares about that. It's besides Brandon Aiyuk, we're just watching the grass grow on the field. We're watching, you know, it's that time of the season, that, you know. So I don't know how people are getting tired and they're so tired and they're tired. Tired of what? You know, him talking on Instagram? Like, come on, man, grow up. They need a wide receiver. If we had 2 solid wide receivers, we wouldn't even be worried about him. I promise you. If we had 2 solid wide receivers, 2, we wouldn't be worried about him, you know. So we need receivers, you know. We just need receivers, you know. And he would be not really even a gamble. They're probably gonna sign him to something low, you know. He gonna come here. If he's bad, they gonna let him go. It's that simple, you know. He acts up or whatever, they probably just gonna let him go. I do think when the 49ers let him go, Adam Peters will at least talk to him, you know. I think they're going to talk to him first, obviously, when he comes in. They're going to have a conversation with him. And I think once they have that conversation, maybe Jayden Daniels is in the room, maybe he's not. Once they have that conversation, probably sign him to like a little deal, like a small deal, and we'll see what happens, you know. I think it's a win-win. I don't see how. I know everybody who don't want him is saying he's crazy. Look at the IG, but it's the off season. It's the offseason. Who cares what he's doing? This isn't illegal. It might be annoying, but it's not illegal. Who cares, As long as I promise you, he catches that touchdown, he catches that 50-yard pass down the field from Jayden Daniels, everybody will forget. This kind of reminds me of like Deshaun Jackson, where you had some people in the media who didn't want Deshaun Jackson. He came here, as soon as he caught that 65-yard touchdown pass, that was it. That was it. You're going to have some players like that. They're just not going to be, they might be weird, to you or to whoever, but I just care what he can, the possibility we have of him on the field, just the possibility for that low, and besides, I think if they wanted Diggs or whoever, they would have signed him by now. I think a lot of other teams would have too. I think just Adam Schefter saying there's more teams than the Commanders interested in Brandon Aiyuk, even though quote unquote the way he's acting should tell you all you need to know. So I'm saying if he was a free agent, there'd be multiple teams after Brandon Aiyuk. The fact that he just wants to come here makes it different. He just is like, I've never seen this in my life, but he just, he wants to come here. So, I've never seen that before in my life, so, but it's happening. Everything is a first. So this is a first, I guess. But yeah, that's really my 2 cents on the Brandon Aiyuk stuff. And I think he'll be a needed value to the team, especially come the middle part, the meat of the season, and that third quarter, that fourth quarter of the season. Oh man, just imagine if we lose Scary Terry. It's over. It's good night. That's it. Then we got to lean on the defense. Who knows what the defense is going to be. If the defense is 20th, that would be an improvement. And that's not that good, but if the defense is 20th, they were dead last year. If they were 20th, then you still would have to lean on the offense to kind of win games. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to need receivers. They got Chiggs, they got McLaurin. That's about it, man. They got a bunch of running backs. They need another piece. And hopefully he's it. It's not guaranteed, but I still think it's a win-win. If it's not, they tried. If it's good, then oh man, they got something, man. They got something. So